Hi, my name is Shane. Thanks for hanging out today. I have for you a tour of my gigging kit. I've had several requests over the years for a kit tour. It hasn't been convenient until now, and most of the time my gigging kit I only set up actually at gigs, and it's really loud most of the time. It's not really somewhere conducive to talking. But today I had new heads all around, and I set it up in my recording space. So I thought I would go ahead and give you a tour. I'm going to show you the equipment that I use, some of the things I do when I'm playing live, and hopefully you'll get some good ideas from that. I want to let you know that I am not formally endorsed by any companies, nor do I, endorse any products specifically. These are just the things that I have, bought out of my pocket over the years, and I use live. Hopefully, you'll get some good ideas from them, and you can check some of these things out for yourself. My gigging set is the Yamaha Live Custom, and that is made out of oak. Yamaha just came out with a hybrid Live Custom. This, however, is the first generation in the black shadow burst. Really pretty finish. The lugs and the mounting hardware are like a black nickel, which looks nice, but when everything else is just regular chrome, it kind of gets lost. So I think I'd probably rather have just, regular chrome there, but that's what's on. Of course, the Count gets to ride shotgun at all my gigs. Sizes on my drums are 10-inch tom, that is 10 by 8. Then there's a 12 by 9. Floor tom is a 16 by 15. The snare I use live is a Gretsch full range hand hammered steel. Bites quite a bit. Doesn't have really a lot of body in it, but I like the the cut from that. I also play a Yamaha Copper Nouveau snare. I switch back and forth between those. Cymbals. I've been playing Saluda for about a decade now. I don't formally endorse Saluda, but it's about all I play these days, and all I would play. I get really good prices from Jamie at Saluda, and I've got a few freebies over the years in exchange for some reviews. So I have kind of an informal relationship with Saluda. 14-inch Fusion hats. My main crash is a 17-inch. These are all semi-thin. This crash is it's an 18-inch jungle crash. It actually came with just the holes, and I added the rivets and the tambourine jingles. I have a 15-inch jungle crash that he made that I like so much I figured I'd turn this 18 into a jungle crash. Also, a hammered 18 Sizzle crash. It's got the 3 rivets there. And live, I play a 20-inch ping ride. Okay, behind the kit now, we'll go through some of my accessories. The cowbell I play is a Pearl Horatio Hernandez El Negro signature. That is number 4 out of 5. I've got the Roland SPD-1 wave pad. This thing is really, really useful. I wanted some way to, basically just trigger a hand clap sound. I found the SPD-1, and I've got about 10 really cool sounds loaded up in there. They don't all get used at every gig, but it's really handy. The hand claps I use all the time. A couple more sounds in there that are good live. Microphones on the toms. These are the EV408s. Use those on both the mounted and the floor tom. Sound back here, I've got a Yamaha mixing board. It is the MG12XU. It's got the 6 XLR inputs. What I do live is I run my snare and my 3 toms through this, and then I send the kick and the Roland unit directly to the board, so the the volumes can be done separately there. Little effects on the snare, but otherwise pretty dry for my live sound. I do not use an overhead mic. The vocal mics on stage tend to pick up the cymbals just fine. Also, some more products that I have been using lately. I went with some in-ear monitors, and those are the Shure SE215s. They give me some isolation and kind of cut down on the stage volume. I have 2 electric guitars on stage with me, which can get really loud, and I'm concerned about hearing damage as I'm getting older. So I used to have a hotspot monitor, and that was just right here over to the left. But I went with the in-ears very recently, and that's working out really well for me. In order to power those in-ears, I have the Behringer Micromon. That is just a little headphone amp. It's got a monitor input, also a microphone through port, so I can, when I sing live, I can determine how much of my own sound I want to hear, and I'm not reliant on the person running the soundboard. Also on the toms, right now I'm using the EVs, but previously I'd been using these Nady. They are the DM70s and DM80s. They're really cheap, like a 3-pack's like $100, and they did just fine live. I wouldn't record with them, but for live sound they're very good. Also this little trap table from Meinl kind of hooks onto my hi-hat. It is very handy. Rack system. I have the Gibraltar Stealth Rack. I just got this left side. This is meant for toms, I believe, but I just put a cymbal in it. And it's got the crossbar, and it hooks to the connector for the snare. The snare actually bounces around a little bit without a tripod. I thought that was going to be a problem, but I recorded some videos last night with it, and I didn't even notice it. When I was setting it up, I did notice it, but once I started playing it, it wasn't a big deal at all. And then the right side, as I'm sitting behind the kit, just another Gibraltar Stealth Rack. Cymbals on the front and back, and my ride there mounted in the middle. In the bass drum, I have a Shure Beta 52. And while I realize, it might not be the best idea, I just kind of set that right inside the bass drum. I've got a blanket in there. Works out fine. I should probably have that on a stand, but the less I can carry to a gig, the better these days. So that's the kit. I'm going to go ahead and play along to a loop so you can hear how everything sounds. When I record my YouTube videos, I tend to just set up what I need for that specific song, so you guys never really get to see what my preferred live setup is. I've tried a number of different configurations, 1 up, 1 down, 1 up, 2 down. I just always come back to what I learned on, which is 2 up, 1 down. With a 10, 12, 16. That's just my most comfortable sizes. I like those intervals for the kind of music I play. Of course, my most prized possession, the Rock and Sock hydraulic throne. I would sell everything else I own before I would sell that throne. The back is just, saved me over the years. I've had that thing for about 20 years, never had any problems with it. One other item, I got tired of buying a new mic stand about every 3 months because, the on-stage and the K&M, that stuff's garbage. Everything strips out. So I went ahead with the Tama Road Pro mic stand. It's like $80, so, kind of expensive for a mic stand, but this thing's going to last forever. And my vocals, we go with the old standby. That is a Shure SM58. And I actually use one with a switch, so when I'm not singing, I just turn it off, put it behind my head, and then it's not picking up a lot of the kit noise. So one last pass at the kit. I'm going to play a loop, and you can hear how everything sounds. Once again, I'm Shane. Thanks for hanging out today. Make sure you sign up to all the social media sites, subscribe, and have a good one.